Okay, so I've only got the time it takes for you to drink the coffee I'm paying for you to tell you why I want to speak with you. So here goes. I hope that coffee's hot. I just put a quick question into Reddit. If you don't know what Reddit is, it's just Google for questions. I asked the crowd there, by the way, are just average Joes like you and me. I asked them, do you always get 3 quotes from tradesmen? Be honest. I got about 20 responses. Here's what people told me.
At number 8, I haven't had much luck getting responses from reputable tradesmen at all, let alone quotes from 3 different tradesmen, even for major jobs, and in the meantime my house is in a state of disrepair and nothing is getting done at all. At number 7, I've just messaged 20 tradesmen regarding a new patio. 1 has replied and quoted. The others are just completely ignoring me. I don't like going with just 1 quote, but in this case my hands just feel forced. Number 6, I'm a chippy. I'm doing my own house, and even with my connections and workmates in the various trades, I'm having a nightmare getting people to come and do stuff. Can't imagine what it must be like for the general public. Forever let down. I'll come next week. Sorry, mate, can't do it now. I'm too busy, even though I've repeatedly told you I want to do it. Soz, mate, can't come today. I'm hanging out my arse. At number 5, I may be misunderstanding what you've said, but if you haven't picked up the phone, I try calling them, because in my experience, they're too busy and can't be asked to reply to messages. At number 4, I've never understood why tradesmen advertise every fucking where, yet not a single one of them ever gets back to you or has free slots to do a job. One guy spends thousands each year putting signs on roundabouts where I live, and he still hasn't got any availability for the next 2 years or something. At number 3, because they're in such high demand, they don't seem some jobs as worth the effort. And if they do, they'll be charging you more to do it. They can have their pick of jobs. At number 2, it's not about the cost. I'll sometimes get quotes, but for me, it's more about the person. Do I like and trust them? Do they seem like a job's worth? Are they willing to answer my questions and explain the processes to me? I'd rather pay a bit more to ensure I'm able to actually work with the person well. And at number 1, plumber here. Most of us are stacked with work, and quoting for something we can't do for another 5 to 6 months isn't always a priority. It's not personal, we're just busy and forget.
So what are they saying? They're saying that they can't get a good, reputable tradesman, and you guys are too busy to message them back. But there's something wrong here. If you guys are such freaking rock stars, how come the average take-home pay of a UK-based home improvements contractor is less than 40 grand a year? If the average is 40 grand, then it means that half of you are earning less than that. It's still a poor reward for the graft and skill you offer, even if you earn twice that. Your coffee's getting cold. I need to get to the point. Can I talk openly and honestly? It's because you don't charge enough for the jobs you do get, and you offer a poor response to inquiries. Then, even when you do go along to quote, you have such a poor way of presenting yourself. You don't have the confidence to charge what you're really worth, or ask clients to wait for you to finish other jobs before you get to them. This makes you a very busy fool, and I'm sorry if I'm offending you. I'm not speaking about you individually, of course. I'm talking about the general picture. By the way, do you see the book a call button on the right or bottom of this presentation? It's there so you can book a call to speak with me and get on board, and use it and let the others have the jobs you don't want. But if you honestly think this doesn't apply to you, if you can honestly tell me that you always answer calls and messages and inquiries immediately, and you portray a totally professional image, and therefore can and do charge premium rates, and you holiday every year at the Burj Dubai because you're so freaking great, then please do what we agreed. Just text me no and I'll happily pay for your coffee. I thank you for the time that you've taken to consider it, though. If not, listen up, fella.
Did you book that plumber yet?
I'm trying, but nobody answers and they don't ring back.
I have a way that you can answer every single inquiry that comes in immediately.
Why didn't you call me back?
I have a way that you can tell your client honestly and accurately when you're free to do the job and come and do a detailed quote, and when you can start work if you win the job. I have a way that you can inform the client roughly what it's going to cost them to do their job immediately, and to make sure they're willing to pay that amount before you go to see them. But it gets better.
I called you, you didn't answer. Now I need to do it myself.
I have a way that will allow you to add a vast extra percentage onto each job, and I can make your customer happy to pay it. Meaning you'll still be busy, but you'll be busy earning shed loads of money. How does that sound? Now, before I tell you how I can do this for you, I'm going to tell you what it's going to cost you. That's good, isn't it? How many people do you know that would tell you the price first? I do this because it's the best bit. To get this outcome, it's going to cost you almost nothing. It's a sort of risk-reward balance that is totally skewed in your favour. Or, if you don't like the way that's rolling for you, you can change at any time to a pay once and never again model. I'll give you the fine details when we speak. Or, better still, you can pay me this amount without any contract or commitment on a weekly basis if you want. So, in summary, it costs almost nothing and you can leave whenever you want. Please allow me to clarify.
Because you use my service, I call it JobsBots, you are confidently going to be able to increase your rates immediately. I think at least 30% is right, but it's up to you. Depends on the size of your cojones. That extra chunk of money is the deposit the client will pay. I'll collect that for you and I'll take 10% out for me and give you the rest, along with a binding contract for the job. The only other charge is just £10 per lead I handle for you. And when I tell you what I'm going to do for that £10, you'll wonder how the hell I can do all of that for just £10 per inquiry. Answer is I can't. I need you to win business, to win that business at top rates as well.
So let me quantify why this is going to cost you nothing and how it works. Firstly, you're going to add 30% to each quote that you provide through JobsBots. Why? Because now you can. JobsBots will automatically invoice the first 30% of the job as the deposit. We then take out 10% for us, and the other 20% goes to you as the deposit. So at the moment, it's cost you nothing to work with me. In fact, you've made an extra 20%. That's less than nothing. To quantify that, you put 30% on your prices, you gave me 10, and you kept the extra 20 as the deposit. If you do just one job a week at this rate, and I hope it's more, and each job that was £1,000 is now priced at £1,300, you make £200 a week more than you did before.
As I said before, if it doesn't work, you don't have to use it. Go back to your old ways and I won't bother you again. But let me be clear, that £200 a week is assuming you only get one job a week with me. And that's far less than we will achieve. But even then, that's still 10k a year. And unless you have a big family, that's the holiday in Dubai I spoke about earlier. Now, I'm going to tell you what I will do for you and what you must do to get it and when you can get it.
My service is called JobsBots. JobsBots will handle all new inquiries immediately, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, whether they came from calls, emails, or WhatsApp messages or texts. You need to do nothing more. JobsBots will represent your business better than you can do it yourself, certainly far better than you're doing things currently. Each caller will be greeted in the same friendly way within seconds of their call. Each caller will be given the opportunity to tell JobsBots precisely what they want and when they want it. I'll even check questions if something isn't clear. I'll also answer every question they have and give high quality advice. Every caller will have the chance to provide me with their contact details, and in return, I'll tell them 3 things. 1, when you're free to come and give a detailed survey and a possible quote. 2, when approximately you'll be able to fit the job in and start work if you accepted it. And 3, a rough estimate based on what they told me of the cost. That is what you get for your £10 per lead management fee. But it doesn't stop there. You always have a choice. Turn me on or turn me off and answer the calls yourself if you want. No use, no pay. But even if you've chosen to take the call or message yourself, you can still let me manage it for you if you want, because the second half of my service will blow your mind.
So at this stage, we have a client that should now know 3 things. 1, when you can come to quote. 2, when you can do the job. And 3, approximately how much is this going to cost to get their job done. I call this time before you go into the survey and to get the order the golden hours. It's the time when your client either starts to call other tradesmen to get an alternative quote, boo, or gets so excited with the info you're sending him that he can't wait for you to get there. Yay! We want the latter, right? So here is the personalized content we'll send to your client without you lifting a finger. We spread the delivery out over 6 messages or emails so your client won't even consider calling an alternative supplier. In fact, he won't have time. This package is called JobsBots Impressions. It's designed to eliminate your competition. It cries out, I'm a total professional and I do quality work. Of course, none of your competitors are going to admit that they're cowboys. So as far as your client is concerned, you're all the same until JobsBots Impressions gets to them. Then their views change. I've printed the content items out to show you, but these will be personalized to your business and delivered digitally as standard. If you want them printed and posted, we can also do this for a small uplift in the lead rate. So imagine now you've given the customer an idea of when you can go and see them. You've set up the survey date. You've even given them an estimate of approximately how much this is going to cost them. You've answered their call immediately. They're a good prospect, but they still don't have the know, like, and trust feel that will enable you to win the business. This is where JobsBots Impressions comes in. We will deliver on your behalf fully automated via email or message to your client, a whole stream of information that by the time you get there, they will be licking their lips, waiting for you to give them the final quote and to sign the contract with you and your business. And here's how we do it. First, we send them your bio and hello, welcome, it's great to meet you message. This will have your picture on it, your bio, all of your skills, your ethics, the reason why you're in business. And this will make them feel like they know you prior to you getting there. We send them another document called the Services Spotlight that shows you the 3 services that you pick. You pick them yourself, these services, and these are the 3 that you would highlight as your key expert areas that you can offer to the client. In this case, bathrooms, kitchens, and basements. By the way, all of these documents, including this one, in their own words, what our customers say, will have your logo on it and your information. And these will be 3 top testimonials from existing clients that you can put on a document. Now, I know you'll say you already have Google reviews. People might read them, but having a document sent to them in the golden hours, the time between when you have already told them you're coming and prior to you getting there, giving them the quote and the survey, this document will help to prove that they know, like, and trust you. Then we offer another document that's sent automatically to your client. This one is also badged for you with your logos. It's called the Project Drill Down. And this will be a drill down into one of your favorite projects where your customer has been delighted and you have some wonderful pictures of your work. Again, it will build the know, like, and trust of your client prior to you getting to see them. We also enable you to send a copy of your insurance documents, particularly your liability insurance. This is really important to your clients. Everyone I know has on their vans, we're fully insured. But to send a copy or the latest copy of your professional indemnity insurance to your client, again, builds that trust prior to you getting there to quote for them. We also have any green credentials that you wish to send them, things like the way you dispose of your materials or any licenses you have. We'll send those on in a document, again, fully badged with your logos. We send what I call Discover the Advantage. Again, this is badged for a company called Oasis. It'll have your logo, your name on it, and it shows the reasons why people should do business with you and your company. More of a reminder to build that know, like, and trust. We send your ethics, the professional contractor, the essence of a professional contractor that actually shows all of the things that you value in your business and why the customer should trust you to deliver. We send a document called Our Process. Again, it will have your logo on it and it will go through the process of things that are going to happen when the customer does business with you. The customer needs to know that you have a process, that you follow it carefully. Everyone has project management and Gantt charts for the detailed work, of course, but the process that you'll follow, the customer will know, like, and trust you if you tell them what process you're going to follow and you follow it. They will also receive from you the following document, a 4-page, this is printed as a glossy brochure, a 4-page magazine called Trends 24. We'll be presenting one of these every year for you. So next year will be called Trends 25 for 2025. You can't see it, but it says underneath the annual publication from. and then you have your company name built in there. Basically what this document is a fashion document showing what's fashionable in bathrooms and kitchens, and opens up to show all of the beautiful work. This doesn't necessarily have to be jobs you've done, because this document is a magazine showing the customer all of the choices that they will have. This will keep them licking their lips prior to you arriving. And at the back here, we've even got all of the color swatches that they would need to look at, so that they can decide what sort of colors are in fashion now for my bathroom and kitchen. This is a wonderful document. Nobody else in your market will have this sort of document made out with your name on it. And it will make the customer know, like, and trust you. They would expect to pay at least 30% more to get your services. And better still, someone that receives these sort of documentations will definitely wait for you to finish other jobs for you to get there to do this job for them.
I've just spent the last year working with every trade possible, dozens and dozens of tradesmen, as I've been building my own house from scratch, from this to this. And I can tell you, I personally don't know a single firm that does this sort of work. Why? Because it's hard work. And let me tell you, JobsBots will do two things for you. It elevates you above the other back of a fag packet quote the client will get. It puts you into a league of your own. Standard prices now have no place in the client's mind. You're starting to think now that a 30% uplift isn't even enough, aren't you? Oh, and there is one extra big benefit of this JobsBots program that you might not have grasped yet. This is the first step to getting you off and your business off of the crack cocaine of sites like Checkertrade and Bark.com and job services, where you pay once and you sell your soul, and these people give you leads that they've already been sold to 5 other firms. Once you start to increase your income and win more jobs with the Big 10 from JobsBots, the next step is producing your own leads. Let me summarise the Big 10 that you're going to get for your £10 per lead and just 10% of the business won. Firstly, phones, message, web coverage of all incoming new leads, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Secondly, triage of every caller's needs and immediate answers to most questions the client may have about you, your company, and the home refurbishment project they have. Thirdly, collection of client information and accurate storage in an online CRM, all included. 4, automated booking into your own calendar with access to new bookings available straight from your mobile. 5, a flow of automated emails and messages to clients with the JobsBots impressions content that you've just seen. 6, your own portal to see every part of the process whenever you want to view it. Number 7, automated estimates that go out automated fully from end to end. 8, easy online upgrade for each estimate to a formal quote if you want to use it. 9, legal standard order processing with digitally automated order and contract signing by the client. And 10, automated invoicing with a fully automated collection and reminder package as well.
Here's the final summary and a closing offer that will only be available to you for 24 hours from now. You get all of the Big 10, including JobsBots impressions as a managed service, all done for you. All you have to commit to is an hour-long video call with me, and apart from sending me a few pictures, that's all you must do. We get you up and running in a couple of days, first come, first served, obviously. There's no commitment other than your weekly running contract.
And here's the bonus. If you call me to get started today, I'll also allow you to use the JobsBots Dream Team Job Board completely free of charge, forever. This is a register of every project you undertake and the approximate postcode of that job. In each postcode there will be at least one tradesman from each trade that can work together, and whenever you need help from other tradesmen on any job at any time, you can arrange for cover at the flick of a switch. Tradesmen that want to add the odd few extra days' work during quiet times can just click a box to offer their services on any project showing in their area. This will either act as a safety net for main contractors relying on multiple tradesmen to finish work on time, or it'll allow an incremental source of income for the tradesmen that see no work in their diary for the odd day or two for whatever reason. But the only way you can get in on the register and get approved is to click the button to speak with me today. Let me make one thing clear. The only way you can lose here is if you do nothing now. Speaking with me will be the beginning of a gradual change that will turn your job into a business with real value, a business that returns you the income you deserve.
So look sharp. The bonus is only there for 24 hours. I've designed this to be the easiest decision you'll ever make, and I won't keep this deal priced the same for long. As we get more clients, I'm going to be increasing my prices. Latecomers will pay more. You have the chance to get in on a new idea now. Now, when nobody else is doing this. Now, when it has the biggest impact. And now, because you know it makes sense. This JobsBots program is the equivalent to you hiring a full-time receptionist, a full-time quantity surveyor, and a full-time marketing head. The true value of what you'll get with JobsBots is so great you won't even be able to understand how I do it. But change will not happen for you until you speak with me. Click on the link in this video and let's make this happen for you. There you can pick a time most suited to you for a quick call. So click the link now, as I'm ending the video now. Cheers. By the way, when we speak, I'll knock £10 off the first invoice, so you get your coffee today and a sticky bun to go with it.